This is a 1963 Jeep Wagoneer. Let's bring it back.
Just gently brushing away the loose surface rust here, revealing that original chrome underneath the corrosion. Just gently using the plastic tool to release this trim. We want to be careful not to damage the metal underneath. Moving down to the rocker panel now, we're using the needle scaler to chip away this thick undercoating and rust. I'm applying penetrating oil to the seized hinges, then gently tapping with a mallet to loosen the rust before slowly. All right, attaching the tow strap here. We're going to slowly pull it out of this deep mud now.
We're applying the low-pressure soap now, just letting the water gently cascade over the dried mud to loosen it.
Just removing the last bit of paint here. Now, very carefully, we're going to cut this section out. All right, let's test fit this patch panel against the cutout section. Checking the alignment here. Okay, we're carefully fitting the new metal patch to the lower door frame. Just doing these small tack welds now to hold it secure. Now just gently grinding down these weld beads. Just smoothing out the filler now, making sure it's even over the repair area. Then we let it cure.
Now that the filler is fully cured, we take the 180 grit sandpaper and slowly work it down to the perfect contour.
Just removing the loose filler here. Now applying the rust converter. Watch it turn black. I'm applying the epoxy primer now, just doing even misting coats to build up that protective base layer. After applying the primer, we use the sanding block to level out the surface and ensure it's perfectly flat before the next coat. Applying the second coat now, building that thickness for protection. Just slow, overlapping passes. I'm using 400 grit sandpaper here with water to smooth out this primer layer and get rid of the texture.
Applying the masking paper now, making sure we have clean lines protecting the glass for the base coat. Applying the tape precisely, ensuring these lines are sharp before we begin spraying the white base coat. Now applying the clear coat to the hood. Watching the liquid flow and level out perfectly.
Applying gentle pressure with the 1500 grit. The water activates the abrasive, slowly leveling the cured clear coat. Now we use the dual action polisher to remove the sanding marks and reveal the deep gloss.
We're applying the chemical dip now, letting the bubbling reaction dissolve the old chrome layers. Now we are applying the copper base layer in the electroplating bath.
And now we add the nickel plating over the copper base. You can see the shiny intermediate layer forming in the tank. Lifting them slowly now, see the water sheet off. Now gently drying to reveal that perfect mirror finish. Just one final wipe to remove any dust. Now we align it perfectly and secure the bolts gently.
First, we'll gently remove the grille. Then, we attach the hoist to lift the seized engine slowly out of the bay, gently extracting the pistons now. And here we can see the worn bearings and old gaskets. We will use the boring bar to machine the cylinders, making them slightly larger for the new oversized pistons. Applying a thin layer of this assembly lubricant ensures these new bearings slide perfectly into place.
gently guiding the piston into the cylinder wall. Now utilizing the torque wrench, applying steady pressure until it clicks into place. Just torquing these down now. Then we'll slowly lower the engine into the bay and secure the mounts.
Removing the worn seals, listening to the fluid drip, and now gently pressing the new seal back into the housing. We're carefully sliding the transmission into place now. Listen for the click. Now we just secure the bolts. Just applying pressure now to remove the old bushing, then we'll install the new rubber one right here. Setting the new bushing into the axle housing, just like that. Secure the lower mount, then carefully remove the drum to replace the springs. Bleed the fluid until it runs clear, draining the fluid completely. Now we mount the tire, seat the bead, and ensure it's perfectly balanced. With the bolts removed, we can lift the seat. And here we see the condition of the floor pans. Significant rust to address. I'm just cutting out the corroded section here. Then we will fit the new metal patch and weld it into place. Peeling the backing off carefully, then pressing it down firmly with the roller to smooth out the air bubbles. Smoothing this out, then cutting the new carpet to fit, gluing the edges and brushing the fibers to settle them in. Adding the new high-density foam, then carefully stretching the period-correct vinyl taut over the frame. Stapling the leather tightly. Now we lift the seat carefully into the Jeep.
Just ensuring these are tight. Gently seating the new windshield into the fresh sealant. Just getting it perfectly flush against the edge. Just applying the adhesive smoothly here. Now we take the new weather stripping and press it firmly into the channel. We'll just secure this wiring harness. And now let's check the gauges.
Gently securing the connection. And now the gauges come alive. We're just filling the fresh oil now, moving on to the coolant, and then we'll check the transmission level.
All right, oil's checked and topped off. Let's see if she wakes up. Hear that? Smooth as butter.
Just a little turn on the mixture screw. Hear how the RPMs respond to that. Much smoother now.
All right, moving on to the final wax coat. Using a soft cloth here to bring out the gloss. Gently spreading the wax in slow overlapping circles to create an even haze. And here it is, the finished 1963 Jeep Wagoneer. Absolutely pristine. She's alive again. Say now.
Many hours of careful wet sanding and polishing went into this white cap white finish, but she is finally complete.